guys, so today's video is going to be a collaboration video with Nurse Nicole. So make sure you go check out her channel, check out her video that she's going to be posting on this same topic so you can hear her perspective. I will make her links pop up. I'll put them below. You guys know the drill. We make a ton of things pop up here on YouTube, so I will be making things pop up. So the video we're going to be doing a collaboration on is how I got my first nursing job. And this is, I think, such a big topic and like a huge fear for new grads, nursing students, because you hear all those horror stories about how new grads don't find jobs and no one wants to hire new grads. And, you know, to a certain extent, that is true and that can be very scary. So I wanted to kind of talk about how I found my first nursing job, and maybe that will actually kind of help you guys get your first nursing job if you're looking, or maybe it's your 12th nursing job, who knows. So I was in kind of a different situation when I was going to be graduating nursing school because I was actually moving to another state to live in. So I had kind of this extra dynamic, little extra barrier to finding a nursing job. And so about 2 months before I graduated, I became part of this Facebook group. It's for like a buy-sell trade. Like if you needed to sell your couch or buy a couch or something, you can post on this group and, you know, you can sell it. It's like a garage sale for like a whole city. So I became a part of my city's buy-sell trade group on Facebook, and I posted on there explaining my situation, that I was moving, I was going to Washington, and I was graduating with my BSN, and I needed a nursing job. So I asked if anyone had any contacts for me to find this job, and tons of people commented their opinions on which hospital they thought was the best or not the best, and you know how people are, they always have to get their opinions in there. But only one person actually sent me their nurse manager's information for the med-surg unit that they worked on. So what I did is I ended up emailing this nurse manager about 2 months before I graduated. I was up in Washington for a week, so I wanted to email this nurse manager and explain my situation. I sent her my resume and I just said, hey, I would love to meet with you if you're available, and you know, I would just love to meet with you. So luckily the nurse manager wanted to meet with me too and took some time out of her day to meet with me when I was up in Washington for about a week in July. I graduated in August. I guess that's only about a month before I graduated. But anyways, doesn't matter. It was a good amount of time before I graduated. And so I met with the nurse manager. Things went well, and I mean, I didn't think it was going to be like an interview, but it was. Lots of interview-like questions were asked. And so it went well. After our little interview, she said, basically, keep in contact with me. Let me know when you have your nursing license. So I had this gut feeling that I was, you know, on the right track to getting the job, but I didn't have a job right then and there. So what I did is I kept in contact with this nurse manager. About every 2 weeks, I would send her an email just saying, hey, this is what I learned in clinicals this week, and I'll be graduating on this day. I'm so excited for future opportunities, and I'm just so stoked to be moving to Washington. Obviously, I was a little more professional than that, but that's basically what I said. And, you know, when I graduated, I sent her an email. When I took my NCLEX, I sent her an email. When I passed, I actually called her and let her know. And luckily, she wanted to proceed forward with offering me a job. And so I went through all of that and ended up getting that job. So I was very, very lucky on finding my first nursing job. I feel like I almost lucked out in a way. Like I didn't have to go through this process of interviewing a bunch of times and getting let down, or, you know, getting rejected on my resumes or my applications. And so I feel very, very lucky and grateful. I know this situation, you know, doesn't happen for everyone, but I wanted to give a few tips and advice on finding your first nursing job. One is be open-minded. As a new grad nurse, you most likely don't have a lot of experience, and so be open-minded to where you work. If you're so set on working as a NICU nurse, you know, the chances are that you might not get that position right away. But if you get a position somewhere else, experience is so golden and so valuable, and you can work towards becoming that NICU nurse. Number two is, you know, prepare to be let down. That sounds terrible. That's terrible advice. You know, I'm basically saying prepare to be sad. But no, just be prepared. You know, not every position wants to hire a new grad, and you have to be open to that and know that that potentially might happen to you. And so be prepared that, not every position is going to be jumping at you trying to fight and hire you. The second is to be on top of it, be consistent, you gotta be pushy, but not so pushy where you're annoying. If you can find nurse managers' emails or introduce yourself when you're at clinicals, like be that person that like is engaged and shows that you really want that position and you really want to be hired, but there's a point where people are just going to start getting annoyed. So you kind of got to find that fine line between, you don't want to be calling 5 times a day asking, for an interview. Call once, follow up a week later, give people time, Repetition is key, but also, don't overkill it because, imagine if someone was calling you or emailing you all the time and you just didn't have any answers. So be a little pushy, but not so aggressive, if that makes sense. So that's my little tips and advice on finding your first nursing job and how I found my first nursing job. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hop on over or click on over to Nurse Nicole's channel and her video and watch her video on how she got her first nursing job. And if you're not already subscribed to her, then make sure you subscribe to her. And thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.